Dimmadome, everybody. I'm Doug Dimmadome of the Dimsdale Doug Dimmadome. I'm Doug Dimmadome of the Dimsdale Dimmadome. I'm Doug Dimmadome of the Dimsdale Doug Dimmadome. Jason at the gate. My fan, because I'm cold. I'm cold! Yeah, my fan makes it very cold because it's blowing air directly off of the vent. And sunrise out to the blue sky, taste for the traveling star. Lungs on the inside, down to my knife line. Wherever you are, no shame, don't let you. About to decide. What are we looking at? What are we looking at? What are we looking at? Capture, mobile defense, eliminate, Kuvasir. Man. There we go. I have coffee. Coffee! Ah, gosh darn it, my chat's not showing up again. I can survive for a second while I do this. Do 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 do. Hello, Wolf. Chat's not wanting to work with me right now, so give me a second. There we go. I got it working again. How you doing, Wolf?
I will send you to Jesus.
Machine gun. Meowdy, how art thou? Thou art I, and that, and I art thou. Sorry, I had to. It's the only Persona reference I don't get, that I know. Didn't get Voltian? Voltron? How you doing, Volt? No notification of you going live. I had to wait for my mother to get back home, okay? So the dogs wouldn't be antsy while I'm streaming. I kinda had to wait. I don't know if I have any Nidus Relics to run with you. I don't know. If I did know, I would have said, hey, join up, but I don't think I do. You hear the dogs barking, it's because someone outside, the Doodle saw someone outside and decided to choose violence. Oh, wow, that's strange that the Discord didn't tell you, nor did your phone. That's odd. That's really odd. But how you doing, Volt? How you doing, Decaf? How you doing, Wolf? How's your day? Anything interesting? Any stories you want to share? That's good. I had to wait for my mother to get home to stream. Not a bad day, just playing my Wii. Good sermon this morning. And I'm gonna start Din Din. Wow, it's already 4 p.m. I didn't realize it's 4 p.m. Wow, I slept like a rock. I slept like a rock, apparently. I didn't even realize it was 4 p.m. I do not. I don't think okay, the relics. I'd have to check my relics. I would need to check my relics because I have not checked for any specifics. I'm just running them to see what I get and just pick up stuff from other people if need be. A lot of it's just me doing random relic opening, which hopefully the 11th will add more content for me to do because I would like that. Away with me. Yeah, the 11th, I think, was it the 11th that they said something's gonna drop because of TennoCon, or is TennoCon on the 11th? TennoCon is July 11th. Okay, I thought it was a content update. It's big sad. TennoCon Barokatir. Yeah, I forgot. He shows up for TennoCon. Mesa Heirloom. Not a big fan of the heirloom skins.
So when you are ready to return, the Sanctum is waiting for you.
Never been a big fan of the heirloom skins. That's just me. I am a weirdo that doesn't like an overly complex skin that really changes nothing. Sure, I'll take that. I have the parts for it. As you can tell, I'm using a Leica frame because it keeps track of my inventory. I'll do the Grendel part. Oh, someone's leaving, so yeah, nope. I'll do that. Yeah, someone's leaving. I love having 31 orbs from the first ability. I think that's 310% damage decrease. Unless it's still capped at 90. Which, if it's still capped at 90, well, congratulations. I'm gonna be damage resisting for a while.
Regret, make them feel it.
I think it's still capped at 90. I'd have to check. Yeah, I'm in that situation too, where I got a bunch of parts for random frames, and like I'm like 1 or 2 pieces away from a complete frame set to sell. If it's a prime that I don't have. And it's just one of those things where it's like, ah, great.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Level 14, lead 'em. And 1 part for Haro. I think I'm 2 parts away from Stynex. Can I show only... I want to see only... Okay, I can't do that. That's not an option. Yeah, I am... like, always 1 or 2 parts away. Let's head back up. If you wish to join, that is the name. Cat tech support at 588. Cash, need cash now. Gathering of War Crimes. I forgot I created a clan. That's called Gathering of War Crimes. Go, go, go. Unstoppable. Forgot I named my clan Gathering of War Crimes. Eventually I'll have like a full-fledged clan. It's just gonna take some time. Yeah, if I'm going for an endurance run... For an endurance run... I have Rev or Chroma. Rev is nice, but Chroma's more fun. This reminds me, have I built him out for... Yes, I have. Duration and strength. Oh yeah, that's a build. Forgot I have him min-maxed into strength and duration. Yeah, if anyone's wondering why I'm doing this, the point is, oh yeah, relic check. Nidus. I think it's Nidus is US? Yeah, I have no relics for Nidus. That is actually shocking when I have a bunch of them. Haro. None. I have none. Mesa? None. Rev. I have a bunch of Revenant. Got a bunch of Revenant. I have system, chassis, and narrow optics. Okay, yeah, I got a few for chassis. And blueprint. Wow, I have 20. I have 23 of them. That's a lot. I have 23 of the narrow optic. That's hilarious. I need for Steinix. Chassis and neuro optic. Forget. Do I have what do I have helmed to you? I have Nourish. Forgot I can't run Roar because Roar is a faction buff. And you can't have 2 faction buffs. Forgot about that. Oh, don't just casually see that 917% armor. 917 armor. That's a lot. I want to know, what is that? 917% of 450. Wow, I'm gaining 4,126.5 armor. Was Rev. I'm gaining so much armor off of that one ability. So yeah, no wonder I'm very difficult to kill. Not landing crits. I got armor.
Sentry is attempting to purge you from this place. Stand by for lights.
I have my over 4,000 armor. Let's go. Over 4K armor. That's a lot. That's a lot of armor. Was not expecting to have that much armor off of one ability, but now realizing it, that makes a lot of sense. Seeing I'm playing a gun platform chroma.
This would be an excellent place to deploy it.
Unlimited ammo on an Incarnon. Okay.
You have collected enough reactants to open your relic.
That's really nice. Eat my over 300k damage. I think if we all stand like around here-ish, I can throw my effigy down. Unlimited ammo! Unlimited power! I need to get Wisp Prime so I can do my dumb max range build. Max range and strength. Why? Because it would be funny. Also, who doesn't want to see a giant, basically a flower of death that can shoot a that can shoot a laser beam? Oh, really? I'll probably run Roar, but that's just me because I like the faction bonus from Roar. The dogs have spotted someone again. I swear, this gun alone can get you through Steel Path. It's funny. I'll be right there, close to the sun, revolving on. Should probably add my clan ID to the stream title. I swear, equilibrium is good. It's beneficial. Oh, it's violence. Where are you, violence? Got ya. Did not even realize we were on Steel Path because Latham is just a good gun. Also, 4,000 armor kind of does a lot.
The longer you hold out, the deeper I can search. But you need to leave. Extraction is ready.
I really should do things like Steel Path if I want to find groups better. Ooh, Yarly. Out of, like, the 5 chassis blueprints I have for Yarly.
The void has summoned a new presence and it craves our life support.
Not gonna lie, Fat Rat, Flame... Well, they just ate through my armor. Let's not talk about how much playtime I have in this game. Let's not talk about that. It's one of those games where it's so many hours. It's questionable on how I spent most of it. how I spent most of my free time when I was younger. It's the same thing with Smite. How many hours? I lost count after 1,000.
Finish your mission and we'll
Steam
take it
hasn't.
inside.
I'm not even gonna get into how many hours of Smite. Yeah. That's on this account. That's on this account. Heh, heh, heh. Let's not talk about how much on my old account. Yeah, if I check Steam... Nope, I can't do that. I'm gonna take a bunch of damage. Yeah, Decaf, you have my friends list on Steam. You can see how many hours I have in this game. Hey, it's Pullman. Eat bullets! Oh, Decaf, I'll hop into the Discord if you and Wolf want to chat. Okay. And I can definitely say making the Discord access a redeem instead of just out in the open is actually really beneficial because it's made it to where bots stopped showing up. I'll take the Kestrel.
Hiding Lua in the void risked the unfathomable. I fear we are seeing the consequences of that risk now. Destroy these void-stained enemies.
Forgot I have a terrible amp. I have an awful amp. Never really farmed to get one. I should probably do that. Okay, so this takes care of them with void damage. Makes sense. Makes sense, game. Totally makes sense.
Well done, Canon. Your pellet is open.
Throw out my Jurgen form. Grab the stuff that I've been neglecting to grab. Okay. I wish this was on kill instead of on headshot. God, bad amp. Burn and eat them! Burn! Burn the witch! Burn her, for she has used magic and made compact with the devil! You, I don't know why I said that. It just sounded funny in my head.
Don't worry, I'll take very good care of Veruna. I have just the spot in the kennel for her.
The queens have sought out warframes before. Vor sought to present them with yours. We cannot let the worm have Veruna.
Okay. Okay, that's funny. I'll do the carrier prime. Every time I do it, no it's like Shia LaBeouf.
These manifestations must not be allowed a foothold on Lua. Life support is at risk. Destroy them.
Wow, people are extracting.
They fought well. Good dance, all.
I'm going to swap to a different frame since this is Steel Path. I'm surprised I didn't get literally any Revenant part. No, 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 no. Oh, no, no, no. For reasons above me, and reasons beyond me, we are doing fun times. Duration. Oh, that would be so much better. Number of charges. Be safe. You too. I ups on my high that never been. I can go back to doing Nova Hijinx. But first, Clan Dojo. Gathering of War Crimes. Love that name. Hello, Ririan. How are Mew? What are you, Layla? Actually, no, I'm going to remove that for now. Get the room going over here. Let it cook. Speaking of cooking, tonight we're having meat. We got some very on sale. We got some on sale not eye round. I forget what cut it is, but we got some very budget steaks that I got to cook very fast and very fast. What is arbitration? Arbitration is survival corpus. Nah. I reconnected with an old friend and made new friends and ate some chicken pot pie. It was probably vegan chicken. We're having a cheeseburger ring for dinner. It's called fake chicken. Darkness. Kingdom Hearts. I have no idea what I'm doing because Namora can't write. Yeah, you can't type at all. It's surprised you can speak English. An inferior version of the language called American. Speaking of Kingdom Hearts, we actually might start Kingdom Hearts. We actually might start Kingdom Hearts 1 today. Can you hear, can you hear, can you hear my voice? Cutting through, cutting through, cutting through the noise. Gosh darn it, people are lighting fireworks. I'm gonna have a bad night sleeping again, aren't I? I am.
Bypass. Use that at a console to help our operative.
Well, we might have a break, an intermission, so that I can go cook dinner, and then I'll come back and stream because apparently people are lighting fireworks still.
Our operative has just been aided by a security bypass.
English not understand. No.
Operative is working.
Long English no.
You had tofu chicken. That's what you had. You had tofu made to look like chicken. I already have 2 of those, that's fine. I'll grab that. I hate fireworks so much. I hate them so much. Just it going off makes me a little finicky. Yes, I'm fine with firearms, but for some reason fireworks just scare the ever-living bejesus out of me. And I can't explain why. Torment. Oh no, Mania. Is no one gonna kill Mania? There we go. Just had a machine gunner.
Forgive me.
Yeah, Deriga is really useful right now. Two, nine, four. Okay, get executed. Okay, Torment is coming. I got my ammo. Okay, Torment. Just a bully Torment. There we go. Job done.
Well done, Tenno. Your relic is open.
Sion. Okay. Grid it like an Uzi. Spray and pray! Ooh, that's a 63. Probably because it's vaulted. Yeah. Misery.
That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
Okay.
We see your sacrifice.
I am a Beyblade. A lethal Beyblade. Someone thought of let a rat. Ripper, isn't it? Ripper, innit? I'm not going to talk like an Australian because Australia doesn't exist. There we go. Do. Someone's just being a melee tank.
Who is the beyond?
Well done, Tenno. Your relic is opened.
Do 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 do. Beyblade, Beyblade, let it rip. Let's fight an epic battle. Is it bad that I can actually find the entirety of Beyblade Metal Fight on YouTube, and I would watch it? I'd have a watch party of old cartoons, but like, I'm pretty sure that's frowned upon on Twitch. Bundle, hey, did you guys know I'm autistic? Me, Bundle, there were very clear signs. Excuse me for like old cartoons. Excuse me for enjoying really weird and honestly kind of niche cartoons. Code Lyoko was great. I mean, yes, like, I would love to do a watch party of old cartoons because of that reason. I love old cartoons, dang it. I can find the entirety of Lucky Star, I'd watch that too. I have no shame in the fact that I like old cartoons that I grew up on. If I could find Pokemon, if I could find the entirety of Pokemon, specifically Battle Frontier and Hoenn, all of the Hoenn cartoons for Pokemon, I would.
We see your sacrifice.
Why are they wanting to leave? We're just getting started with an endurance run. Fine. I'll take the Limbo Brine part. Be fair, in my household we were not allowed to watch Power Rangers because my brother and a friend was playing and they ended up he ended up hurting himself because of it. Yeah, I'm not beating those allegations. But like, dude, Power Ranger Jungle Force was so good. The one based around dinosaur. Yep. Yep, I'm not beating the allegations because it's based on dinosaurs.
It is done, Tenno.
Power Rangers was the sole reason a bunch of guys I went to high school with got expelled a few times. Also, Dino Thunder was amazing. See? I'm not the only one who thinks Dino Thunder was amazing. Dino Thunder was great. Was probably the last good Power Rangers. I mean, yes. North American Power Rangers, well, Western Power Rangers hasn't done all that well since. Although Japan, they're going great. Yeah, Decaf, to tell you the amount of hours I have in this game alone. Warframe. 1,747.6 hours in Warframe. Yeah, I may or may not play this game a little too much. I believe it was Ninja Storm. Which Ninja Storm wasn't bad. Like, I'm gonna be honest, Ninja Storm wasn't bad. It had its issues, but like, it wasn't bad. I forget, what was the Power Rangers with cars? I forget the name. But that one also was good. Turbo! Yeah, Power Rangers Turbo! Sir, I think you enjoyed that one. Yeah, SPD was good in my opinion. SPD was good. Like, I'm not even gonna hide. SPD was good. I'm Scottish! The Blue Ranger. Personally, I have this is just me because I grew up watching this one as a child. Jungle Fury. I think that was its name. I like that one, and it had cats. It had cats. I like that all of the Zords were based on cats. Decaf, we could have a podcast of us just talking about the most random of things, and of absolute absurdity it would be. We wouldn't be on par with unsub podcast, but we'd be pretty dang close. We really would. Decaf Rhapsody Hour. I was thinking Tism After Dark, but that's just me. That'll catch heat I don't want. Ah. Yeah, no one knows. I am an endurance runner. Oh, it was Time Force. Yeah, Time Force was I believe Time Force was also a thing. I have a friend who knows so much about Super Sentai. It's kind of funny. Him and his sister will literally meet up every week just to watch Kamen Rider.
A bypass. Use that at a console to help our operative. A bypass has been utilized. The operative is moving faster already.
Time I hear about Super Sentai, I feel like I'm missing out. Dude, we live in a post-internet world. You can easily find Super Sentai. I have found it on TV. Legitimately, TV. I found it. Also, I think they have like the first like several seasons of Super Sentai on Tubi. I will have to get up and cook dinner soon, if people don't mind waiting. But I also know I also don't want that much dead air. I don't mind some dead air, but I don't want that long of dead air. Okay. You know what? We're gonna have some fun. Speed up! This also strips armor. Okay. I shall return. Didn't realize I was still muted. Didn't realize that. That's on me. Okay, I have eaten a bar of food. I've eaten a food bar. Once I have these Ayatin sculptures done, I'm gonna sell them. Okay, I guess we're evacing. What? No, I'm staying. Okay, what are we doing? I gotta get Dante. Yeah, yeah, we have this. He's playing Dante, which means we get a bunch of overshield. I can now imagine a max rank. I gotta get Dante. Gotta keep that up now. Refresh. I have a feeling not many people run Nova for arbitrations. I have a feeling that's a thing. But, yeah, no, this is when Nova becomes a tank. Yeah, having one Nova and a Dante, yeah, we can survive quite a long time. Molecular Prime. Not often do you find people willing to do a long run. Go. Go. Back to my endurance run routes, where it's a long haul. Okay, fun fact. The reason why a lot of people do endurance runs is because if you don't know, Steel Path didn't exist in the early days of this game. It didn't exist even in like 2016, 2017 era. So basically, a lot of Steel Path didn't happen in the old game, in the early game, because it didn't exist. So the challenge turned into how long can you survive? Can you go up to max level? Can you do X, Y, and Z? That's why a lot of people in this game were previously endurance runners, but after Steel Path came out, that kind of ended until people ran out of content in Steel Path. And with Steel Path, well, that's all you can really do. I just realized I said basically nothing. Because my words meant I failed to make the sentence. And Torrid being Torrid. Mass wipe. Turn this thing into a crit machine. So yeah, this is what endurance running looks like. This is what endurancing is. You notice I'm making good resources, though. Sorry, my mother just scared the crap out of me. Now the dogs are freaking out. Torrid is a useful gun. Wolflink, I will change images after this, because I gotta get my teammate up. There we go. Swapping to Torrid is basically gonna be one of the saving graces of this right now. Torrid, put it in work. Okay. 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 Okay.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Yeah, I definitely got a lot of stuff. 3 more sculptures to sell. Yeah, that's gonna be stream. I need to go take care of the dogs, and I also would like to make myself some dinner. So with that said, later. Let's go raid somebody. Let's raid somebody. Who are we gonna raid? Raid-tastic. We will go raid Varkon. We'll raid the Vark of On. So with that said, thank you for all for watching. God bless. Be safe. I am the bundle of the kittens. See y'all later.